Hi, I'm Roshan and this is First Contributions. Today we are going to contribute to a project called exercism. Exercism is a tool that you can use to learn different programming languages. Today we are trying to contribute to TypeScript language track of exercism. Let's take a look at exercism TypeScript repo on GitHub. If you go into the issues, you can see this issue that's called normalized topics that has help wanted label on it. Let's go into this link that's in the description of the issue. So here you can see these topics that are marked in red. So those are the ones that we have to remove and we have to change it to the ones that are like standard across exercism. So you can see those topics in this particular file. Cool, let's start. Let's go back to the repo on GitHub. Let's fork it. This would create a copy of this repo in your account. You'll be redirected to that repo now. Now let's clone this repo into your local. Click on this copy URL. Now open up a console and use command git clone and paste the URL that you copied right now. And this would create a copy of the project in your local. Now let's go into the project. Now before we make any changes, let's create a branch. You can use git checkout -b command to create a branch and go to that branch. So here I'm calling it normalized topics. So now we are in that particular branch. Let's open up a text editor to make changes in the code. The file that we need to edit is config.json. So this file basically has the details about the exercises, like the topics. So you can see all those changes here. So we are going to make this change from like control flow conditionals to conditionals, or like control flow loops to just loops. And then we have like standard topics. So I'm going to make changes for these three exercises here. Alright, so now we have made the changes. Now let's commit these changes. First, if we do a git status, we can see that config.json has been modified. And now we can use git add -p to add these changes or stage these changes. Yes, we need all these changes. And now let's create a commit. We use git commit command to make a commit. For the commit message, I'm going to say this commit address is issue number 250 on GitHub, and it normalizes topics. And I'm going to give like a brief explanation about what I'm doing. So I'm basically changing the topics, or like fixing the topics for the exercises, pangram, bob, and matrix. So that's the change that I did in this commit. This is something that I picked up from my mentors, like adding a bit more information in your commit messages could help people who are looking at the commit history in the future to understand what's the change about. Cool. Now after committing the change, we are pushing it to our fork of the project. So use git push command. Now if you go back to browser, you can see in your fork you have this compare and pull request button. If you click on that, you'll be taken to this submit pull request page. You can see all the changes that you made here. Now click on the create pull request button and your pull request will be submitted. I hope you found this useful. I'll put all the links that I mentioned in the description. If you have any questions, please reach out to us on Slack. I'm thinking about creating more videos about contributing to open source. So if you have any feedback, please let me know. Thank you. Cheers.